What's up, future titans of industry? Zenson Tran back at you from sunny Ho Chi Minh City. Ever feel like building a startup is like trying to build a sandcastle during a monsoon? Yeah, me too. That's why today, we're not just talking about surviving. We're talking about thriving. We're unlocking the secret sauce of startup resilience, how to get knocked down and come back swinging like a caffeinated kangaroo. Stick around because this is gonna be epic. All right, point number one. Embrace the oops moment. Look, in the startup world, things will go sideways. It's not a matter of if, but when your brilliant plan hits a giant, unexpected banana peel. And that's okay. The magic isn't in avoiding the peel, it's in how you do the pivot dance. Let me tell you a story about a company that learned this the hard way. Remember Blockbuster Video? They were the kings of renting movies. Then along came this little upstart called Netflix sending DVDs by mail. Blockbuster? They kind of scoffed. Mail? Who wants to wait? Well, turns out a lot of people. And when Netflix started streaming, it was like another giant wave crashed on Blockbuster's sandcastle. They were so stuck in their original plan, they couldn't pivot fast enough. Now, you can still find Blockbuster in the history books. The lesson? Your initial idea might be amazing, but the market doesn't care about your feelings. Be ready to dance. Be ready to change direction when the music shifts. Think of it like this. You're sailing your startup ship, and suddenly a rogue wave appears. Do you stubbornly try to keep going straight and sink? Or do you skillfully turn the wheel and ride that wave to a new, maybe even better destination? Pivot like a pro. Point number two, my friends, your team is your resilience superhero squad. When the going gets tough, and trust me, it will, a strong, united team is your secret weapon. Think of them as the golden lacquer in our kintsugi analogy from before. They're what puts you back together, stronger and more beautiful. I remember working with a tech startup here in Ho Chi Minh City. They were building this amazing AI-powered language learning app. Everything was going great, until their lead developer, the absolute coding wizard, suddenly had to move overseas for family reasons. Panic. It felt like their whole foundation was shaking. But you know what they did? They rallied. The remaining team members stepped up, shared responsibilities, and even learned new skills. They communicated openly, supported each other, and guess what? They not only survived, they actually launched their app even better than initially planned. It was like watching a phoenix rise from the ashes, powered by teamwork and a whole lot of Vietnamese coffee, Coffee Vietnam. The takeaway here is that a resilient team has psychological safety. Everyone feels comfortable sharing their concerns, admitting mistakes, we all make them, and suggesting crazy ideas without fear of being ridiculed. It's like having a safety net for your startup. When everyone feels supported, you can face any storm together. Remember, even superheroes need their sidekicks. And finally, point number three, the one that might just blow your mind. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a crucial ingredient. Think of it as spicy seasoning for your startup journey. You might cough a bit at first, but it adds flavor and teaches you what not to do next time. I always tell my students, imagine you're trying to bake the perfect banh mi. Your first few attempts might be, well, let's just say they might not win any culinary awards. Maybe the bread is too hard, the pâté is too bland, or the pickles are just wrong. But does that mean you give up on your banh mi dreams? Absolutely not. Each imperfect sandwich is feedback. You learn what went wrong, you adjust your recipe, and you try again. Eventually, you'll be crafting banh mi masterpieces that everyone will line up for. Startups are the same. Every failed marketing campaign, every product feature that flops, every investor who says no, it's all feedback. The resilient startup doesn't wallow in self-pity. It analyzes what happened, learns from it, and uses that knowledge to improve. It's like Thomas Edison said about inventing the light bulb. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Now, that's resilience. So don't be afraid to stumble. Just make sure you learn something every time you do. So there you have it, future unicorns. 3 key ingredients for building startup resilience. Embrace the oops moment and pivot like a ninja. Build a superhero team with psychological safety. And remember that failure is just feedback in a slightly grumpy disguise. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the biggest oops moment you've faced or anticipate facing in your startup journey? How did you or will you bounce back? Let me know in the comments below. Stay resilient, stay innovative, and keep building those amazing things. See you in the next video. Ciao.